Hello guys, welcome to another video. For those who are new here, my name is Sophia. For those who are back, welcome back. Today I have a very much long requested video, and that is my entire Cartier collection and my most worn pieces. So without further ado, let's get started. But before we begin, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the notification bell, and let's get to it. So I thought about how I could structure this video better, and it's probably best to go in a chronological order because this will give you an idea of why, when, and where I got each piece and the reasoning behind it. So let's begin with my first ever purchase and probably my most worn ever purchase, also because I've had it for the longest time, and that is my small love bracelet in yellow gold. This is the one. I do not take it off of my wrist. It is constantly on my wrist. The past 5-6 years I haven't taken it off, only when I take an MRI test or I don't know, when it's just really necessary to take it off. Other than that, it has been with me on every single holiday. I've been swimming with it in the ocean. I've been wearing it basically non-stop, and I do not regret purchasing it. I would highly recommend. For the reference, my size is size 18. So this was my ever first purchase. My second piece of jewelry was this Justin Clou small bracelet. This is the one that is the smaller version, and it is made out of this flexible hollow gold. I just recently made a video where I compare this small version with the classic version, and whoever is looking to buy this specific style, the Justin Clou style, should definitely watch that video before you make a purchase. I will link it down below. Other than that, what can I say about it? Is it my most worn piece? No, absolutely not. It is not my most worn piece. If anything, I find it a tiny bit uncomfortable. And it's constantly at the back of my head that it's bending like this, and that if something happens, you can just lose it, to be honest. So it constantly keeps kind of catching on things, and I do not love it. This is one of my least favorite pieces from Cartier. At a time, I remember I bought it a couple of years or maybe just a year after they released it. So the pricing was very friendly. Let's say the pricing policy was very friendly, and I would not pay more than that for this piece. Now I think it's very much overpriced. You don't get a lot of gold for it. It's hollow. You can just watch the video where I will explain kind of the advantages and disadvantages of each style, but perhaps for someone who's looking for a more dainty piece, a cheaper version, and they don't mind the hollowness, it can be a great piece of jewelry as well in your collection. So this was my second. One great thing about Justin Clou bracelets that they really do not scratch. Like, I do not see any kinds of wear and tear. Okay, now for my third piece, I would say that this one is quite uncommon. This is a piece that normally you don't see a lot on internet and very few people have, but this is by far one of my most favorite pieces, and I wear it all the time, and I see myself wearing it for the rest of my life. You really cannot go wrong with this piece, and there's something about this, specifically this Cartier version, that just looks so much, I would say, more expensive than the others. Let me present the Cartier diamond necklace, my third Cartier piece that I got, and I didn't get the smallest diamond. They come in different carats. Mine was one after the smallest, so basically in the middle. I think there are two in the middle, and then there are huge ones, so it's around 4 or 5 different carat sizes. But there's something about the Cartier chain that just makes it so beautiful and shiny, and I love wearing it. I really do. I love stacking it. It stacks really well with pretty much anything I am wearing. But the chain is just so beautiful on its own. It's not even about the diamond. The diamond is very dainty, but the chain looks beautiful, and it has this beautiful detail at the back where you can see the Cartier logo. Altogether, I would highly recommend this piece. It's such a great piece. Also, maybe if you're looking for a present for someone, because it's not too expensive and it's a great entry price for Cartier. And I think it's a wonderful piece for any age as well. Whether you're a bit younger, maybe you're looking for a present for your daughter or for your mom or whatever, whoever, you know, any age, I feel like can be wearing this piece and it will be working with their collection. Absolutely love it, would highly recommend it. I believe the next two came together and this was my first purchase. So I got at the same time in my collection the Justin Clou small ring and the Love small ring. Now it is really hot today, so let's see if it fits on like it usually does. Normally I would wear it on this finger, but I love it. I mean, right now my nails are very short, but when you have like longer nails and your hands maybe are not that swollen from heat, I think it looks really, really cool on this finger. I think it looks beautiful. And it's like an edgy design. I love the Justin Clou collection in general, and I really love this skinny ring compared to the classic version, because the skinny one I feel like looks a little bit more dainty, a little bit more appropriate for every day. While the classic one, I remember trying it in the boutique and it was really overwhelming. Like I would have a hard time pairing it with my other rings and my other jewelry. But you know, each to their own. If you love it, that's great. And maybe one day I will purchase the classic version. The one that I actually really, really love and is on my wish list is the one with diamonds. I will link it down below. And I will show you a picture here. And the small ring, I think it was a big mistake for me that I got a slightly small size, because normally I could fit it on this finger, but usually it fits on this one because, you know, sometimes we maybe eat something a little bit salty, or it's a warmer summer day. And when it is a warmer summer day, I cannot fit it on any other finger but these ones basically, but this one. And I don't like wearing rings on that finger. Ideally, I would like to have it the same size so I can stack it. Now I know I would buy it in a size that is more universal basically. But also a great piece, honestly. But with this one, I actually made a video where I compared the small version and the classic version, because I got the classic version for someone as a gift. So let me focus on the ring. So feel free to watch it if you're interested in purchasing either of them, because I think right now, if I had another chance, I think I would buy the classic version, not the small one. Just because I think for me, for my entire stack, for my entire collection, it would just fit better. But please watch the video if you're thinking about buying it. I think it's very useful for anyone who's looking to buy it. Now, moving on, let's go a bit faster. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, by the way, this one is one of my most worn rings. This Justin Clou is one of my most worn rings. I love it. I wear it all the time, and I wear it mostly, like I said, on this index finger. Why is it not focusing? It is not focusing. There you go. I wear it on my index ring, and it is one of my most worn rings out of my entire collection. I think it's super universal and it goes with pretty much any rings in my collection. So I love it and I wear it all the time. I would highly recommend. Now, the next piece is a very special piece, and I don't even keep it without this little pouch. So I want to introduce you to one of my favorite collections from Cartier that I love, and I want to expand into it. And that is the Panther collection. And the one item that I have from the Panther collection is this beautiful ring. This is the Panther ring. This is how it looks like. I think it's a relatively recent design from Cartier. I think it's their new modern take on the classic Panther ring. That is, classic ring is much thicker, it's much bigger, obviously it's much more expensive. It is also a little bit bulkier, and this one with the sizing, I can either wear it on my index fingers when it's not too hot. Right now I'm kind of struggling to put it on, but I really do love it when it's on the index finger. I just think that it's pretty cool. You see, it's just going blue. Let's remove that. I don't want to lose a finger today filming a video. So yeah, I absolutely love this ring and I want to buy more. I want to get more from their collection. I think their Panther collection is one of the most iconic in Cartier and I absolutely love it. I really love so many of their pieces, and obviously also the watch is such an iconic watch. It's probably the most iconic watch for women. I remember I was speaking to one of the kind of people who work at Cartier. I'm not even sure I can call him a sales associate because he's not. He was like one of the directors. And I remember I asked him what would he recommend as a watch for a woman. Like if I could get one watch from Cartier, which one would he recommend was the most iconic? And he said, out of all the watches that they have, you know, there's so much detail goes into creating the Panther bracelet of the watch that by far nothing like surpasses that. And he said, for sure, definitely go for the Panther watch. It's iconic, it's classic, it's, you know, timeless, and the detail is stunning. You are paying for the detail. Everything is really expensive, right? All of their watches, especially the ones in gold. But at least that specific creation is, you know, it requires a specific like level of craftsmanship. Ooh, today is a very hot summer day, so forgive me for maybe not looking the freshest, but let's keep moving. We have a couple of pieces left. Now, my next piece again is the one that I got relatively recently. It's been about a year and a half, and it was kind of replacing the bracelet that I got earlier that I wasn't completely satisfied with. I mean, it was lovely, I loved it, but it wasn't the original one that I wanted. And as you can see, I still went for it and I bought it. And that is the classic Cartier Love Bangle in their classic size, in yellow gold, no diamonds. Now, originally I got this one, and after basically having it for a very long time and loving it so much, I decided that it made sense to invest in a classic size as well, because this is the one that I truly wanted, and this is the one that I kept thinking about, despite the fact that I had the skinnier version. And I feel like they're so different that you really have to understand what you're looking for, what you would want to see like on your wrist, how you would want the stack to look like, and what you would personally prefer. But I think if I had to choose just one, I would go for the classic size and not the skinny one, because this one is more iconic, this one is timeless, this one is the original version. I think it looks a little bit more substantial on my wrist personally. I don't know, everyone is different, everyone's bone structure is different, right? But for my frame and for my kind of build, I think that the classic version just proportionally looks a little bit better, unless you are really into dainty jewelry. Yeah, a year and a half later, this is how it looks like. It is pretty beat up. I mean, but I do wear it on a daily basis, basically every single day. I go swimming, I go into the ocean, I travel, I work out. I do not take it off. And well, it could use also quite a bit of cleaning. I just came back from the sea. So yeah, you can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong with their classic love bracelet. Even the smaller size, by the way. The next piece that I have is also, it has very quickly become one of my most worn pieces. One of the pieces that I get the most compliments on. It's a compliment getter. So many people have commented on it. Also, not a lot of people are aware that this is Cartier. So for someone who wants to be a little bit more discreet and maybe you want to wear jewelry that comes from a house like Cartier but don't want people to know that it's Cartier, this is such a great collection. And this is the only piece so far that I have in this collection, but I can't wait to get more. And this is my ring, the Clash ring, in rose gold. In this size, it does not exist in yellow gold. In the smaller version, they have a thicker version. This is the smaller version. This is rose gold. but the detail on it, the craftsmanship is crazy. Like if you see all of those little things, they're moving. I can't stop myself actually from playing around with it every time I'm wearing it, because it's so satisfying moving those little things. But again, I wear it either on this finger, or I actually kind of enjoy wearing it on this finger. And I think it gives a bit of a rock and roll vibe, this entire collection. But the detail is just so gorgeous. It's so well done. Okay, my next piece is one of my favorite pieces, but also one of the most controversial pieces I have in my collection. And that is also the piece that I made the video about. That's the only piece from my collection that went into repair. And it went into the repair, you know, or like I could even say like straight after I got it, like super fast. I mean, I got it and then a couple of weeks later went into repair. So before you buy it, please make sure to watch the video. It is super important. It can save you from the headache of repairing, exchanging, replacing, whatever, and worrying about those potential issues. Watch it, make up your mind, be aware of those potential issues, and then purchase this beautiful piece. But this piece is stunning, and let me present probably also my most expensive one in my collection, and that is my Justin Clou bracelet with diamonds in the classic size. And I can't say enough good things about this bracelet. This bracelet is special. First of all, this is my heaviest piece of jewelry. Having said that, it is my most expensive piece of jewelry, but it is heavy and it has diamonds in it. This style is just timeless. I remember the first time when I wanted to get it is I saw it on a French lady that was staying in the same hotel in Thailand. She was staying in the same hotel in Thailand, and I saw it on her wrist. She was just walking casually to breakfast wearing this diamond bangle on her wrist, and it looked so just effortless, chic, stylish, modern. I love it. Let's put it on me. But please do watch the video before you make this purchase. This is how it looks like. And for your reference, I have size 19 because I'm planning on putting a watch here. But yeah, that's the piece. Last and my final piece in my collection that I got the latest. And that is a pretty special piece as well, because it can potentially be a limited edition one. It is also celebrating 100-year anniversary of this collection, and that is my Trinity square ring. That's how it looks like. It features three colors, three gold types basically. Pink, yellow, and platinum, or white gold. I'm not actually sure if it's platinum or white gold. Again, with the sizing, I kind of got a universal, so I can wear it on many different fingers. Mostly I wear it on this one, to be honest. Again, I think I have a thing for wearing rings on an index finger. It takes a couple of tries to put it on the way that maybe I like to wear it. It's such a beautiful piece. I would highly recommend it. I love the square one. I love this take on their classic collection. Having said that, I made a video where I compared the square and the classic version because I got it for a present for someone else. And I remember seeing this ring, but in a bigger size. It was much thicker, again, on a very stylish French lady in Paris. And she was wearing it right here, and it kind of took half of her finger. It was very bulky, but it was so, it looked so edgy. It looked so good on her yeah, maybe check out the size above. I got the one, I think that the middle one, or the smallest. I will double check on the website. I don't know if it exists in a smaller size in square, probably not, but it does exist in a smaller size in the classic version. Again, very quickly has become one of my most worn rings. I can't get over it. I see myself wearing it for the rest of my life. I love it. I think it's such a classic collection and I love the modern take on it. And potentially can be, like I said, a limited edition because this is the 100th anniversary edition. And we don't know if they're gonna keep it in their collection after the year is over, but I guess we'll have to see about that. This is my current collection. I really do hope to have more unboxings for you very soon. I have a very big purchase planned up that hopefully I'll be able to get very shortly, so stay tuned for that. It's a more niche piece, but I think it's such an underrated piece, so I'm very excited to get it and to show it to you guys. Please comment down below what's your favorite piece from my collection. What do you currently have? What are you looking to buy? And what do you think about all the, you know, the sizes versus small versus classic? Would you get the small just include? Would you get the classic? Same question goes for the love bracelets. Same question goes for the rings because they have so many different options in the range. I'm very curious to know what you personally prefer and what you think is the best choice for us, the consumer, to get also quality for the price. But thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the notification bell, and